I've done the kinetics, I've done all the firefights for many years and that sort of thing, and the bombs and the ambushes and that sort of thing. That's kind of a lower level of warfare. The highest level of warfare is, the PhD level is information warfare, right? But underneath this are so many other things. For instance, food supply, energy, of course, and the food supply is obviously crucial. Whoever controls the food and the energy and the money. I mean, so I've been studying the food issues for quite a while. And in January of 2020, I started warning about potential famine. And you've never heard me warn about that before as a war correspondent. I would always just say, be prepared, that sort of thing. But I didn't say, now become a prepper, right? And now at this point, if you're not prepping, you're somewhat foolish, actually. I hate to use that term, but let's just be realistic. You know, and it's all about conditions. And this drives the next part of the warfare. HOP, human osmotic pressure. The human osmotic pressure is the push and the pull of migration, right? Now, the globalists have been saying for years that they want to displace about 1.2 billion people in this. Human osmotic pressure is driven by things like, well, it can be just a soft pressure economic-wise, like the draw and the push. Let's say if you're living in Mexico, you might want to work in the United States and live back in Mexico, actually, right? Many Mexicans still do that, and Americans do likewise, right? And then there's the hard pressures like pandemic, famine, and war, which is like a fire. You're going to run from the fire, right? And so, interestingly, pandemic and famine and war, the more of these things, if you're going to get into the higher levels of studying warfare, first of all, you must study information war, period. And you'll see so many things around you you couldn't believe that are happening once the curtains are opened. And then studying famine and pandemic are essential. Pandemic and famine and war are the triangle of death. They always go together. If you get a big war, you'll always get pandemic and famine.
And if you get famine, you get a war.
Ευχαριστούμε για την στήριξη. Μην ξεχάσεις να κάνεις εγγραφή στο κανάλι μας. Βοηθάει πολύ χωρίς να κοστίζει τίποτα. Αν σου αρέσει το περιεχόμενο μας, κάνε like και κοινοποίησε τα βίντεο μας. Ευχαριστούμε.